Not long ago, Albania made global headlines. Prime Minister Edi Rama announced something no other country had done before, the appointment of an AI minister. Her name is, well, its name is Dayala, which means sun in Albanian. But here's the catch. Dayala isn't a minister in the way we think of human politician. It won't sit in a parliament or lead a cabinet. Instead, it's tasked with managing one of the most sensitive parts of governments, deciding which companies win public contracts worth millions. So while the title of minister might be symbolic, the responsibility is very real. An algorithm is being asked to oversee decisions that affect taxpayers, businesses, and the future of the country. And that raises a huge question. How does democracy survive in the age of AI?
Well, we're already seeing AI reshape governance in very fundamental ways, often in ways that citizens can't even recognize that AI is actually involved in the shaping of governance. In Estonia, for example, AI handles a significant proportion of tax returns automatically. In Singapore, predictive algorithms help allocate social services before crisis hit. In the Balkans, where I've worked over the past couple of years or so, we have used AI to monitor disinformation operations, foreign information manipulation, and interference.
Democracy is built on people choosing people, leaders we can argue with, pressure, and ultimately replace if they fail. But what happens when leadership or even major decisions are no longer human? You can't vote an algorithm out of office. You can't put an AI on trial for corruption or negligence. This matters because AI isn't just a tool for tech companies anymore. It's already sliding into government work, handling taxes, scheduling healthcare, assisting judges in small cases, and now awarding contracts. That's not science fiction, that's happening today. And here's the tension. Democracy relies on human responsibility, but AI doesn't feel responsibility. It only calculates. And if governments begin outsourcing decisions to machines, citizens have to ask, are we still in control or are we quietly giving it away?
The interesting thing is that we're using AI to detect what humans cannot detect or what humans miss. And the fascinating thing about all this is that AI functions in not most times not so much the very strategic stuff, but in the more mundane stuff. For example, in procurement, as in the case of Albania, AI is helping to flag procurement fraud, or maybe analyzing traffic patterns in some countries to reduce congestion, or even helping judges to manage case files. So these are things that we're seeing AI being deployed already. And quite frankly, several years ago, or just a few years ago, these would have been seen as science fiction. But these are real world scenarios that's happening even as we speak. And this is what Monday morning looks like in modern governance, essentially, because AI is actually part of governance, integrated in ways that are very seamless, that citizens often would not recognize. I see three pathways emerging, and quite frankly, we are walking down all three pathways simultaneously. The first is AI as democracy's assistant, fundamentally augmenting human judgment and human wisdom rather than replacing it. And think of it this way: every civil servant having a research team of experts working with them 24/7. And quite frankly, this is where I'm most optimistic. Second, and this is what worries me, AI becoming democracy's replacement. When algorithms start making decisions that humans should be making, who gets to receive the benefit, for example? Who votes and who doesn't? Who gets the visa and who doesn't? Who is flagged as a security risk and who isn't? And here in that scenario, we're talking about power. And in such a scenario, we're giving AI power that humans should be having. The third path is hybrid democracy, where human wisdom sets the values while AI handles the complexity. And it's essentially AI and the human intertwining in very creative ways. But here's the catch, and this comes from my work on information integrity over the years. The quality of AI governance depends fundamentally on the quality of information that's feeding it. It's fundamentally garbage in, authoritarianism out. So the question is not really if AI is transforming democracy. The question really is, are we going to remain human while AI is transforming democracy? Because AI is already transforming democracy. And who gets to keep the power? Do we humans keep the power, or do we surrender this power to machines and autonomous systems? And that's the fundamental question that we have to face now.
Albania's AI minister might be the first of its kind, but it won't be the last. Other governments will experiment. Some will call it innovation, others will call it dangerous. The real question isn't can AI govern, because technically yes, it can. The real question is, should AI govern? Because if democracy is going to survive in the age of AI, it has to be more human than ever. So what do you think? Would you trust an AI system to run part of your government? Or should democracy remain fully human, no matter how advanced the technology becomes?